This portrait of Thérèse Feuillant, a French aristocrat's wife, exemplifies what Tissot excelled at, paintings of fashionable women. In fact, a year after he finished it, he asked her husband, the Marquise de Miramon, if he could borrow it to exhibit at the 1867 Paris World Fair. Curator Mary Morton.
Tissot asked for it back from the Marquis, for whom he had painted it, to show. And I think part of that is because he thought it was a really great example of his work.
Along with this portrait and a fabric swatch of the gown Feuillant is wearing, the Getty owns a letter from Tissot to his patron.
He's very gingerly in his request because it's an intimate painting. It's a painting of a woman who was private, certainly. And it's interesting that the Marquis allowed the painting to be shown for the millions of people that came to Paris for that show.
Feuillant stands in what is probably her personal sitting room in the family chateau. But perhaps more tellingly, she isn't wearing an evening gown for her formal portrait. She's wearing a house dress.
The dress is known as a peignoir, which is a kind of dress that a lady would not wear out. But it's a fancy one. She clearly was intending to be seen and see people, but in her private home.
The Marquise is stylish in her pink velvet gown, accessorized, according to Victorian taste, with a black lace scarf and a cross necklace. Her fragile beauty is complemented by the painting's rosy color scheme and her elegant pose, in which she bears one hand as the other remains gloved. Tissot captures all of the scene's visual richness, including the Japanese-inspired objects that surround her.
And so it's a great iconic image of the extraordinary wealth of that moment and of the height of fashionability in Paris in the 1860s.